Guys, they said Ebony felt so embarrassed and humiliated over the way they said the queen issued a stern warning to her in the public. According to what we're hearing, they said based on the arrangement that is going on, this 10th anniversary arrangement and everything, the queen wanted to go to the palace to go and meet with the king because they will be having a kind of meeting with some elders regarding the 10th anniversary preparation before this issue of Ebony calling the queen's Australian uncle to tell him that she is expecting her second child with the king and her, as in the queen, is on their way. Because according to her, she said it is the queen who is pushing the king to do the ituasi. And right now that she's expecting a baby, what did they expect her to do? Where did they expect her to carry her pregnancy to? If they end up doing that ituasi, that her uncle should talk to her. It's high time she leaves the king because the king did not love her as much as he claims. This, that. And the uncle jumped into conclusion without asking questions. So from what we are hearing, they said when the queen got that information that the uncle is making arrangements with some family members to find a way to pull her out from the king, they said she felt so bad. And not only that, though, they said there is this young man, a Yoruba guy, who is also based in Australia. They said the guy is doing great for himself and he also attends the uncle's church. Remember that the uncle is a pastor, you know. And according to what we're hearing, they said the guy have been declaring interest on the queen for a very long time. And if only the queen will leave the king today, that the uncle will help and connect the two of them. Maybe that's the reason he is doing all of this, or maybe it is not. I don't know. But from the look of things, it is clear that the uncle did not support this marriage between the king and the queen, especially with the way it is going. So, with this, they said the queen was very angry, very, very angry and frustrated over this latest development. And upon hearing that Ebony is the brain behind it, they said she felt so bad. So, when she came to the palace for the meeting with the king, unfortunately for Ebony, Ebony was in the same meeting, and they said the queen could not hold herself because she is very, very mad at Ebony. So they said she did not even wait for Ebony to maybe to be in private with Ebony. They said right there before everyone, she warned Ebony that you see all of this madness of hers, she shouldn't involve her family in it. That if she tries, she will show her the other side of her that she did not know of. You know, why would she blame her for every move that the king is making? Because according to Ebony, Ebony told the uncle that it is the queen who is instigating the king to carry out that ituasi on her. So according to Ebony, every decision that Kabiyesi makes right now, as long as it did not favor Ebony, it is the queen who is telling the king to do all of that. So, but one thing they did not know is that if the queen is that inhuman like them, this Itua said that they have been preparing for a long time. They would have carried it out long time ago because she might tell the king that, look, you see this Itua of a thing, it is high time you do it once and for all. And the king will do it because from the look of things right now, anything that makes her happy is what the king will do. Yes, now. But I don't think she's even interested in any of those things. But the king is doing all of that, knowing fully well that maybe that's the only way to keep them safe, as in keep the queen and his son safe in his palace. Because with these women around, we all have seen how it ended while they are there with her. You know, gang up and lies against her and everything. And when she could no longer bear it, she left the palace for them. So the king have seen that with these women around, if she comes back, the palace is not going to that is going to be that conducive for her. And maybe that's why the king is doing all of this immunity removal, ituase, and all of that, so that they will end it once and for all before the original queen will enter and all of that. But the way Ebony is carrying it on top of her head, she keep blaming the queen for all the king's decision. And it simply means that you are saying that the king doesn't have a word of his own. He cannot make decision on his own except the king tells him what to do and all of that. So they said when the queen enters the palace and saw Ebony there, Ebony was trying to pretend as if she didn't know anything, but they said the queen blasted her big time in front of everyone, letting her know that she shouldn't take her calmness for cowardice, that she had been quiet all this while not because she doesn't know what to do or what to say, that if she provoke her, if she push her to the point of thinking about her, that it's just a midnight prayer, her life will turn upside down. All this magic that she's doing in the palace, that how everything will end, she will be so surprised and shocked over how it will happen. That the last thing she will do is to come and start having physical confrontation with her or fight. That the only thing she will do is to table her matter before the God Almighty, and her case will be settled once and for all. That she should mind herself. She should stay on her lane. She shouldn't involve her in her drama. That whatever that she have with her husband, she should go and sort it out with her husband. Let her never involve her or call her name, or even going as far as going to call any of her uncles or family members again. Because they said that information have made the uncle to start fighting again. Remember that the last time the uncle fought so much, without even asking if that is what the queen wants or not. Because one thing about love and this relationship, especially when marriage is involved, is that when husband and wife are having issues sometimes, don't think that you are too wise to settle their issue, because if you are not careful enough, they will use you and settle. And we all know that the queen, that the king is her first love, and I believe by the grace of God, her last love too. So this kind of issues is not something that people should enter into and all of that. Let them be the ones to sort themselves out. If they want to go their separate ways, it depends on them. If they want to make up things and continue, it is left for them. So they said the way she embarrassed Ebony before everyone, Ebony was so ashamed of herself that she couldn't even say a word. Allegedly, that is what we're hearing if the information is true. Don't forget that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as facts unless you verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Do well to subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.